Hello and welcome. This part we're going to be looking into the endocrine system. So the endocrine system is a gland arrangement within the body that produces hormones to regulate the growth, metabolism, sexual development, and a wide range of functions of the body. The hormones produced by the endocrine system are released into the bloodstream for rapid transportation throughout the body to other tissues and organs. So we have a diagram here of how the endocrine system looks like. We have the pineal gland, thalamus, pituitary gland, thymus, thyroid, adrenal glands, pancreas, uterus, ovaries, testes. And if you just imagine having a massage and getting all these systems relaxed, then you're pretty much going to feel overwhelmed at the end, and you're going to be feeling good. So that's why when we do have a massage, people don't understand why they're having the feel good factor. Is because of the endocrine system has been completely relaxed, and it's just giving it a reboost once they get up. So it's best that you drink a lot of water after the therapy, and you know why. We'll go through the benefits of drinking water later on. So this is quite a very long chapter, but by all means do go through it thoroughly, one step at a time, and by looking at the different sort of wordings and doing more research if you need to. But a lot of the information is here, so if you wanna keep it nice and simple, then yeah, this manual would do that for you. So endocrine glands create, store, and discharge chemical messages into the body's bloodstream. These chemical messages are referred to as hormones. The endocrine system consists of the following glands. So you've got the hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, spleen, pancreas, adrenal, ovary, and placenta. Endocrine glands can release more than 20 specialized hormones to manage all the tissue, organs, and the functions of the body operating. So imagine all of these hormones are being released while you're actually stressed out, or you're going through a tough time. Then it will definitely affect your hormones as well. So it's best having a massage will definitely bring it to remission, and it will give you a restart. So you got other hormones, hormone responsive tissues as well. As hormones travel around the circulatory system, they affect only the specific cells which they are programmed to interact. These are known for each specific hormone as the target cells. All target cells have receptors that can be locked on to transmit instruction by hormones. To influence and control its behavior, the hormone sends a chemical signal deep with each target cell. So you could see it's getting quite sort of like deep into the endocrine system and how it works. So it's just a whole system, and if there is external factors that actually disturbs you, then yeah, imagine what's going to happen to your internal, all these internal factors that is actually doing its job. It will be disturbed. So it's best you do take massage, and it to help you. The nervous system and the endocrine system. The hypothalamus lies just above the pituitary gland inside the brain. It directly connects the endocrine system to the nervous system. In the hypothalamus, nerve cells produce chemicals that can control the pituitary gland by either accelerating or slowing the release of specific hormones from the pituitary gland. The hypothalamus has direct control over the pituitary gland's functions, and the pituitary gland controls most of the other glands in the body's function. So you got feedback from the body to the endocrine system. All its hormones must be at suitable level for the proper functioning of the body, not too high or too low. If, for instance, the growth hormones levels in a child were too low, then their growth would be stunted. If growth hormone levels were too high, this child may have too much growth in the bones and specific internal organs such as the heart and liver, and acromegaly condition. Okay, so everything has to be in a leveled fashion for things to happen. Otherwise the opposite will happen. So it's always important to have homeostasis. Maintain homeostasis. This having the homeostasis will not just give you a good, healthy, balanced body function, but also it will help you further in other aspects of your life, and you could be better able to tackle those issues as well. With such a power to influence the function of the body, it is critical to manage hormone levels so that they are not too high or too low. There is a feedback mechanism that manages the body's hormones levels and is coordinated across multiple glands. Here are two examples of the properly functioning feedback mechanism. So one of the feedback mechanisms is insulin, the hormone control blood sugar level. The pancreas releases more insulin when blood sugar levels are too high to allow sugar to go into the cells. The pancreas releases less insulin when blood sugar level drops until blood sugar level stabilizes. Then you have this stimulates the pituitary gland to release thyroid. Okay, so the thyroid stimulating hormone TSH. When the hypothalamus secretes thyrotopirin release hormone, this in turn leads the thyroid gland to secrete the hormone of the thyroid. The end result is the proper use of the body's energy. The body sends feedback to the hypothalamus when there is a sufficient supply of thyroid hormone in the blood, so that energy levels are properly managed. The hypothalamus reduces TRH production and secretion, which in turn reduces the pituitary gland TSH secretion. In this way, the body's energy is most efficiently managed, being used either too fast or not too slow. It's important that our thyroid is balanced. Sometimes if the thyroid is not balanced, then it could affect a lot of different things. People might find that they're working out, but they're not losing any weight, or vice versa. So hypothalamus, the thyroid gland has to be balanced. Furthermore, in your reading, you're going to get this page, which is breaking down the hypothalamus. Then you got the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and what they are, the thymus. It carries on going into the spleen, pancreas, adrenal glands, ovaries, testes. So do have a read of those, and try to kind of like get more information on that. So if someone does come in, and then you can explain to them how massage is helping those different areas. So for example, the spleen's main function is to eliminate red blood cells that are old or damaged. It is also a blood reservoir in the form of platelets in the body, and would release this supply if the body were too quickly lose blood due to accident or injury. The spleen is part of the system of autoimmune. So yeah, we got different parts of the endocrine system. As I explained, they are all here. Okay, you're going to get the manual. Please do have a read of those. And we'll be now looking into the lymphatic system. So the purpose of massage is to get rid of all the fluids, toxic fluids and stuff, all the drain it out through the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is the one-way drainage system that removes and returns excess fluid from the tissues of the body to the circulatory system. Full body massage therapy will stimulate some body lymphatic fluid to be excreted. This is useful for the body, as there can often be a buildup of toxins caused by the inability of the body to effectively drain lymphatic fluid. If the system is depressed, depleted, or has high toxicity results. Imagine you are doing working on a client who never had a massage, never does exercise, never eats the right food. His lymphatic system is pretty going to be messed up. So you're actually going to be helping them by doing the massage. So helping the body perform lymphatic drainage is helpful because the lymphatic system is an important part of the immune system of the body, providing protection against infection and some other types of disease, including cancer. Lymphatic vessels form a tube network that extends throughout the body. The smallest of the vessels, the capillaries of the lymph, end blindly in the tissue of the body. Here they collect liquid called lymph, leaking from the capillaries and accumulating in the tissues. Lymph carries around the body lymphocytes, white blood cells. Once collected, the lymph flows along gradually larger lymph vessels in one direction. The lymphatic vessel passes through the lymph nodes that filter lymph bacteria and microorganisms as they pass through. The lymph nodes contain large numbers of lymphocytes and act as filters, trapping organisms like bacteria and viruses that infect. Lymph nodes tend to cluster together in groups in the armpits, neck, and groins, for example. There are large groups. The nearest lymph nodes are often enlarged and tender when a part of the body is infected or inflamed. For example, this is what happens when a person with a sore throat develops in the neck swollen glands. So we have seen it when you get cold, for example, you're going to get sore around the neck area. Swollen glands, they will kind of like puff up, and go large. Same thing when you're running or you're exercising, you sweat, and your armpit will smell not really nice, because it's just the bacteria and stuff, and all the stuff is coming out. So yeah, the lymph nodes are there. So you have other areas as well, like the private areas and the groin areas. Two main lymphatic ducts that collect the cleaned lymph, emptying the lymph into the bloodstream. Therefore, the lymphatic system returns the excess fluid that accumulates back into the bloodstream in the tissues of the body, while simultaneously filters microorganisms and releases antibodies to help the body fight infection. So when you're doing massage, you would see on the video that we will try to avoid the lymphatic areas of the body. So this diagram will show you where the lymphatic nodes are. Okay, so this is your body's lymphatic drainage system. So you got the cervical lymph nodes, lymphatic of the mammary gland, spleen, and all the rest of it. So this part, what you need to do is understand where the lymphatic drainage systems are, and try to avoid those areas, because let them do their job. And when we're doing massage, for example, we might have lymph nodes just behind the patella, which is your kneecap, and so you kind of put less pressure there. So you put more pressure on the areas that need to be massaged, or some like the muscles mostly. Okay.